Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. This is episode 47. Now, you'll notice we're in, we backtracked a little bit from the previous episode. Previously we were in the virtual reality version of Hope's Peak, just doing our investigation. But here you'll notice we're actually back here on the island. I've actually gone back to a previous save file. So, don't worry everybody, I'm not going to replay everything I just played over the last couple of episodes. The only reason I've come back here is because, as of when I record this, episode 44 has just gone live on the channel. And special thanks to a viewer by the name of Lotta Coty, who informed me that apparently there was something I missed here. So, obviously you remember this is the bit where just after the 5th trial, we run into Chiaki again, even though she's dead. You know, I was kind of entirely confused and, you know, all that. But apparently, in this area, now, previously, you know, after talking to Chiaki, I went straight to the restaurant. But apparently, there is a little secret or an Easter egg or something in the, well, around the cottages at this stage of the game. Apparently, if you look at them, at all the cottages, rather, of all the people who've died so far, apparently there's something interesting to see. And I was kind of interested to basically just interested to see what it was. So I just decided to come back here.
Hello there.
Okay, so here she is. Right, and we have the usual conversation. Nagito's video message. Yeah,
Hello?
there's more to it. So we have to go to the restaurant and actually have a look at it. Yeah, we've seen all this dialogue. No need to read this again. Plan to meet at the restaurant. Right. What do you reckon? So here's Hajime's. What do you reckon the deal is going to be with these? Byakuya's cottage? So it says look at the cottages of all the people who died. Byakuya. Okay, we're getting glitches, that's what we're getting. Fate of the Tagami Clan 2389. Guide WU. Huh. Okay. So Byakuya's is weird. Fuhiga's still alive. Nekamaru? Shit. Do it. Gah. Okay, is it going to say weird things for each one? Nagito. Oh, Nagito, I can't believe you actually left a will. Fine, then I'll make sure to listen to your last words. Okay, nothing there. Gundam. Tremble with fear. I will die twice. Okay. Just little Easter eggs, is that what it is? About Teru's. What happened to Hanamura Diner? Okay, yeah, that was his thing in the trial. The whole reason why he, in the first trial, killed the imposter. Because he was obsessed with finding out what happened to his family diner. He was worried. Okay, so what about the girls' cottages? That's Mikan. Forgive me, love me, forgive me, love me, forgive me. Okay, so we're getting references back to things they've said. Chiaki's. Up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start. Sorry guys, don't lose. Okay, nice little Easter egg there, I see. How interesting. Akane, still alive. What the? Oh no, that's Hiyoko, isn't it? God, for a second I thought that was actually Junko's face then. Squish. Miss Mahiru. Okay. Rants, things like that. I see. Sonia, you're still alive. Peko. Oh god. He's really glitching. Yeah, Tool, Young Master, Tool, Young Master, Young Master U. Yeah, it's all about Fuyuhiko and all that. Mahiru? Want to make amends. Say cheese. Smile, everyone. Oh boy. And Ibuki. Something Yahoo. Please listen to one song. Wow, okay. So it was worth, yeah, just coming back briefly, just to have a look at what the deal was. I wasn't sure what to expect. I thought it was going to be something, I don't know. I wasn't sure whether it was just going to be a little Easter egg or whether it was going to be something really creepy and weird. Because that's the thing, you know, this is that stage of the game where the virtual reality is breaking down and everyone starts reappearing. Very peculiar. So yeah, thank you Lotakoti for just informing me about that. So yeah, I just thought I'd insert this at the start of the video. But of course, now that, you know, we've looked at that, we're actually going to get back to where we were. So I'll probably jump cut. See you in a second, everybody. And we are back. Okay, this is it, everybody. Now that we've got that out the way, we're going to get into what I'm assuming is basically the final trial of the game. So it looks like we're on the home stretch now. This could be the final phase of the main storyline. Of course, we're here. We've done our investigation of all of the virtual reality hoax peak and all that. We've amassed all the clues, all the information. So what have we got so far? Basically, we got more information on the tragedy, how it kind of unfolded. And we also had information about the Neo World program. We spoke to, let's be honest, we spoke to first Alter Ego, and then we spoke to what was clearly Makoto. So he said that at some point he's going to try and get here. So I'm taking that means at some point he might show up in this trial. It should be interesting. I wonder if it'll just be him, or I wonder if there'll be other members of the previous cast from Trigger Happy Havoc, possibly. Okay, we're just going to throw ourselves back in. I'm not going to spend too much time prevaricating. Now, obviously before I get into that, what I will stress is, because this is probably the final chapter of the game, I imagine this trial will be huge. I mean, as we've pretty much experienced from all the trials so far, they've been at least 3 hours each. So this one's probably going to be pretty fucking big. In which case, it's probably going to be split across multiple episodes, understandably. So without further ado, Akane says, "Oh, looks like everyone's here."
Damn right.
Hey, look, it seems that this is going to be the final place.
However,
This place is... be this a trial field? Or why is it a trial field? G'day mates, it sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before. We've been here before, right? Aye, this should be the place that the door at the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey.
G'day mates, it seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now.
Damn it.
Hey, look, it's like we're dreaming or something. Yes, because you're in a virtual reality. None of this is real. Or if this be a dream, then this too be very...
welcome!
So you finally arrived! Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game! It's being a bit meta there, Monokuma, but then again, you know, these games sometimes like their fourth wall breaks. After stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site, within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island.
You
can give it a fancy name like graduation site, exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before.
Stupid fool!
From before.
Phew!
This trial field actually inspired the one from before, so in a way, this place is the original.
Hey.
G'day mates, who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course!
If that's what you guys decide. Is it going to be that simple? In light of the information we got in the previous couple of episodes. Yeah, we have all kinds of hypotheses.
Huh?
Hey, Lewin, if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then!
Well, Makoto did say, you know, we have to stay on the path of hope here, because he's got the forced shutdown procedure that he's going to try and initiate. Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time. Graduate or repeat?
Yes, indeed!
There are 2 options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words...
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
Then...
The result is based on our majority vote. If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, From there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony, called the graduation program, will begin. G'day mates, even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
No.
You can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current.
Shut up!
Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My, which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? Ooh. That's a little dig there, Monokuma. Zing, got him. To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know. What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right!
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
Hey, Louis, so even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Well...
Yeah, mate, I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way!
But you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because it's how it has to be. Doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit, Be this what alter ego we're talking about.
Anyway...
Even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes, and from there, we move on to the graduation program. G'day mates, but why do you even have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is... he said, you were waiting for the main cast, right? Yes, he did say that, didn't he? Which means you're just stalling for time, then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
That is...
There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We're the only ones who are involved, you know.
so annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
You pissed me off.
Hold on, what's with that chump comment?
I can't ignore that.
Well said, Minimaru. Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories. Whoa. And a gradual fade out. Yes, yes. Oh, I'm overwriting all my old save files. Okay, time for preparations. Ooh, skills, actually. Am I actually able to trade anything in with Monami? She did kind of die. How's my pet doing? Okay, my pet's alright. Is it possible? Can I? Oh, apparently. Oh, well, I don't have anything remaining. Never mind. We're not going to get any skills there, then. Right. Truth bullets. Let's go over what we found. So, Reserve Department. We know all about this. So, Hope's Peak was not just for talented students. It had a reserve course as well for students who were not ultimates but who wanted to basically pay their way in. So it's taking tuition fees from them. They would take general entrance exams, in contrast to the main department. 2,357 students in the reserve department were infected by Junko's despair and committed mass suicide. Except for Hajime, apparently, who is somehow still here. Interesting. Tragedy of Hope's Peak. Hope's Peak Academy invested all their resources to create Izuru Kamakura. The ultimate hope, Izuru was later involved in an incident in which he brutally murdered 13 members of the student council. Despite the Academy's efforts to conceal this incident, a certain someone, presumably Junko, took advantage of the incident to provoke the dissatisfied reserve department students into rising against the Academy. So this is the thing, Izuru, we don't actually know who this guy... Well, I'm assuming it's a guy, because obviously the name appeared on the nameplate of the old guy in the funhouse and then in the school, or in the virtual reality school, I should say. So we don't know who this Izuru actually is, other than the fact that he, I'm assuming it's a he, is referred to as the ultimate hope. The tragedy, this hopeless event was caused by a group known as Ultimate Despair, was responsible for completely destroying Hope's Peak Academy. Through their utter devotion to a certain person, Junko, presumably, they brainwashed the masses and filled countless people with despair. So this is what I was saying, earlier. This tragedy can't have all just been down to Junko and her sister, Mukuro. They've got to have had help. Yeah. Ultimate Despair. Well, there's Junko right there. This term was adopted by the group responsible for causing the tragedy, but in actuality, it originally referred to a certain female high school student named Junko Enoshima. However, Junko killed herself at the climax of the Killing School life after she lost to the students of Hope's Peak Academy. Yeah. Killing School life, this was obviously the events of the previous game. As part of the tragedy, Junko Enoshima forced the students of Hope's Peak Academy to kill each other, film their deeds with the school's surveillance cameras and broadcast it to the entire world. To fill people with despair. Academy survivors. According to the report from the Future Foundation, there are apparently 15 people who are known as the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. It seems that all 15 survivors were safely taken in by the Future Foundation. Now, is this referring to these, to the students of this game? Except, of course, there were 16, but then there was Chiaki, who was, I think, from one of these described as an observer? Something like that. But we'll come on to that in a bit more in due course. Remnants of Despair. Even after Junko Enoshima's death, an influential group known as the Remnants of Despair still exists. Unless they are stopped, the tragedy will never end. So, presumably, followers of Junko Enoshima, people from Ultimate Despair. List of subjects. Everyone's names are written under this list of subjects. The list is written on a clip newspaper article. The article was about a woman who looked like a fully grown version of Hiyoko Sayonji. Okay, here's Izuru. Or rather, the guy we've seen on the pictures. The placard on the portrait hanging in the office said, Hope's Peak Academy founder, Izuru Kamakura. Right. But he's an old man in that image, so it can't be him, can it? The Izuru Kamakura we're hearing about. Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy attempted to create true hope by consolidating the results of all their research. Okay. Email to Makoto Naegi to Future Foundation 14th Division Makoto. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you, 6 survivors of the previous game, I'm guessing, joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and helped you recover your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything's for the sake of a future filled with hope. So this is where I'm thinking that the 15 survivors mentioned a moment ago, plus these remnants of despair may actually be one and the same, which means that Hajime and all the others are, or were, part of Ultimate Despair. They were part of Junko's circle. That's what I'm thinking. So, Makoto seems to have, judging by the fact this is an email to Makoto, he seems to have taken the remnants of despair from the headquarters and has put them into the Neo World program, possibly, to try and undo the damage that Junko... sorry, my voice is going a bit... that Junko caused. So, Neo World program created by the Future Foundation. It allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it's possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world, blah blah blah. It was a program for creating hope, but it became filled with death and violence after the virus infected it. Pretty sure that's what Alter Ego mentioned. Okay, here we are, observers, see. In the Neo World program, 2 observers take on the role of teacher and student, respectively. An enormous amount of authority is given to the teacher observer, including the power to create rules within the program. So the teacher, I think, role was obviously originally given to Monami, or Asami, as she was at the beginning, but then Monokuma hijacked and took control of it. And so I'm guessing he took the teacher role away from Monami. And of course, Chiaki was the student observer, the one who I think didn't really have the power to change any rules or anything like that. So, that just raised the question then. Was Chiaki actually a real person at any point? Or was she literally just a kind of AI personality that was created for this program? Which is kind of interesting, because obviously it says 15 survivors, which would suggest that Chiaki was not one of them. At least that's the way I'm interpreting it. I don't know, we'll see. 11037, the password to enter the ancient ruin, even the teacher doesn't know it. For the person who set up this password, this number is very meaningful to them. So this was Makoto, his number, and we know what the meaning of this is. This is from the first game. It's a spoiler alert. It's going back to the murder case of Sayaka Mizono in Trigger Happy Havoc, where she, after being stabbed, she used the blood on her fingertip to kind of try and write her murderer's name on the wall, and at first everyone thought she'd written a number because it wasn't quite clear. I mean, it was clear towards the audience, obviously, but apparently not to the characters. Yeah. Shutdown sequence, a special command that can be used during the graduation exam. If you use this, you can override the observer and forcibly escape from the Neo World program. Not even the teacher observer can prevent that. So this is Makoto's plan that he's banking on to try and get us out, I'm guessing. Something that Monokuma, even though he has the teacher powers, would not be able to prevent. Future Foundation's origins. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope Speak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. So, you know, this thing I'm pretty, certain at this point is all about hope. It's kind of the opposite of ultimate despair. Right, so that's the truth bullets. Let's get into it then, ladies and gents. Without further ado. Let's do this.
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic.
Okay, this is an interesting way of kicking things off.
Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
Well, virtual reality, if you're referring to this specifically.
Huh? This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
Hajime knows. This world's true identity. If I answer this, it will be true. And that lie will become the truth. But there's no way I can leave it unanswered. Oh, we're going straight into the Hangman's Gambit? Yeah. This is going to be difficult, because it's a bit nasty. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay, he's just sending... Wait, what's the word I'm looking for here? I thought it was going to be two. I thought it was going to be friggin'... Okay, here we go. Ooh. Yes, it is going to be virtual. Oh, fine, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, that's that one. What we need next is R. Whoa, that one just blew up apparently. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. There we go. Oh, it's getting faster. Yeah. No. Shit. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Crap. Oh crap, it's all going wrong. Okay. Okay. Ah. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay. Okay, I need an L. Fuck. Shit. Oh god, I am fucking this up. Big time. Ah, here we go. Got it. Oof, that was a bit hectic. Then again, we didn't lose a lot of life, did we? Virtual. Indeed.
This world. This Jabberwock Island we're on.
It's a virtual world that was inspired by the actual Jabberwock Island.
Wow, you didn't even let him finish. You just gave the answer instead.
Hey!
So, this isn't the real world, but if you want, you can call it the game world.
Apologies if you hear me adjusting my microphone. Sometimes it slips down and my voice goes a bit quieter. Is that better?
You get it?
I've no idea.
It's all just one big game.
We'll see in the footage afterward.
Are you friggin' serious?
Yep.
Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard! Did you have us all come here just to tell us bullshit? if this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now?
It's a text adventure.
That's stupid. There's no way that's even possible.
I know! The all-in-your-mind trope makes you feel such cruel despair!
It's getting all meta.
But who cares? I've revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line! 'Cause it's a game!
You have to, probably convince everyone of this.
Then we were forced to kill each other.
That's the question. Are our classmates actually dead? Because if it's a virtual reality, how does it work? Does it kill people if they're killed in here?
'Cause it's a game!
A lot of crazy shit happened.
'Cause it's a game!
Because it's a game!
We're the only people here.
Because it's a game?
'Cause it's a game!
Do it!
Monokuma's nonsensical abilities.
Because it's a game?
'Cause it's a game!
Wow.
Don't fuck with me! That's not even possible!
Because it's a game?
I know you
Aw.
guys are pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything goes only exists in games.
I mean, it's true. The virtual reality thing explains a lot of the weird inconsistencies and just things which I felt were a bit weird. Like Terra's voice being perfectly audible through the floorboards. Things like that. The giant monobeasts, which are quite crazy things. It all makes sense if it's a virtual world.
So just force yourself to accept it. This closed space, this game world, was the true stage of this killing school trip.
Just stop. There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna believe that.
Back in the day, people must have reacted the same way when they first saw the airplane take flight. But like wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
Please do not compare reality to contact lenses.
Oh, I know. You tell him, Sonia. Such a crime.
I mean, if this really is a virtual world, what does that make us?
Yeah. Existential crisis here. Are you real people? Or are you all just, NPCs in a simulation?
You better not say we're fictional characters.
The Future Foundation created this world using a program called the Neo World Program.
I mean, he's just sort of revealing everything here. When are we going to get to have to convince everyone with our evidence?
It's programmed to place the user in a virtual world by synchronizing directly with the user's brain. Which means your body still exists in the real world. But right now, you're completely submerged in the game world, as if you're dreaming or something.
Yes.
Simply put, you're, not aviators, but...
Virtualators? Cyberators?
You mean Avatar,
Oh,
right?
avatars, of course.
An existence created in the game is a copy of the user's real body.
But we're not just regular avatars, right?
Your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from your bodies in the real world.
What did you remove?
I heard a specific thing that was removed from our bodies. He's definitely talking about that, right? School memories?
I see!
Yeah, of course.
What was removed from us was our school memories, right?
Which means we're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy?
See, this is why I think these guys were in fact the remnants of / part of Ultimate Despair.
So that's why we don't have our memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy?
I'm sure of it. That's why we're in the Neo World program. Because they're trying to undo the damage, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mention the remnants of despair unless there was some significance
Don't talk like that!
to it.
Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars. Like this is a game world. How'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it!
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not sci-fi, it's a game!
Because it's a game. I heard this will be a virtual reality created by a computer program, We can't proceed if we don't accept it. Okay, here we go. Probably non-stop debate time. Is believing him really the only thing we can do? Okay, here we go. Right, so what truth bullets are you going to give me? Let's have a look and listen to the arguments. Political life, remnants of despair, list of subjects. Neo-world program? Possibly this one. Let's have a look.
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life!
What game world? What avatar? I'm a human being with a real body!
Okay, actually, I think I know what to do. I think we have to consent with Monokuma on one of his statements, and I think the evidence we have to use might be the list of subjects, because there's something he said. It's a virtual world where avatars that were created. I don't want to believe something like that, but... Okay, hold on, where is it?
Is there any
It's
evidence that this
one.
is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatars, but your actual, though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that
Oh
life.
god. Yeah. Got it.
That must be it.
I knew it. There we go. Okay, straightforward enough so far. I'm sure there'll be moments where I fuck up.
Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping.
Yes, what's the deal with this larger Hiyoko?
There was a picture of Hyoko, but she looked more like an adult than the Hyoko we knew.
Like an adult? What does that mean?
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the school.
That's a good question, because obviously in Trigger Happy Havoc, judging by the amount of time in terms of how, well, judging by the memories that were removed from, you know, the students in Trigger Happy Havoc, then that was, I think, a couple of years worth of school memories, I think, that have been removed from them. So obviously, you know, the students in Trigger Happy Havoc, when they first woke up in school, thought that they were there for the first time, when actually they'd been there for at least, I think, a year, maybe two. I can't quite remember the time scale now, but that raises an interesting question for this one. How much time has elapsed here since, you know, these guys first entered Hope's Peak, and this moment now when they're in the Neo World program? Because if these are avatars of them before they entered the school, these are obviously younger versions of themselves.
But
Interesting.
in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives. Which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some aged so much we didn't recognize them.
And you are saying that happened to Hyoko?
Yes.
It appears Hiyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated, Fuyuhiko.
Wow.
I can't believe that. You're just making shit up.
But if you guys only had memory loss, your body still should have grown during that time, right? So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because we did not know each other before we lost our memories.
Yes.
If we all met after we lost our school memories, it's no different than meeting each other for the first time. Since we didn't know each other before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all grown.
No, hold on. If we didn't know each other before, and we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other, then wouldn't he have noticed a difference? Wouldn't he have noticed a difference? Wait, do you mean thingy? Wait, no, it's just one of these. He? We know each other before, what? Fuck, I'm not following something here. Wouldn't he? Okay, I'm just gonna take a guess. What's it referring to?
Crap!
No, not him. Think about it again. We didn't know each other before, and we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other. Then wouldn't he have noticed a difference? What? Fuyuhiko for being short? Is that what we're going with here?
You're the only one!
Is my logic correct there?
Hey, Fuyuhiko, you knew Peko for a long time,
of
right?
course. Oh my god, I forgot completely about that. Of course, he and Peko knew each other. That is a good question. Damn it, I forgot. I completely forgot. Oh my god. How could I forget that whole friggin' character arc that was going on back then in trial number 2? I'm an idiot. I knew it. At some point I would fuck up. And there you go. First one.
Yeah, now that you mention it. Seems weird. No, now that I think about it, it's definitely strange.
Strange? What is?
Our school memories. About how many days' worth were taken away.
As the creators of the Neo World program, only the Future Foundation would know the details, but around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
2 or 3 years worth, okay. So... Right, so let's see if we can work out how old these characters are going to be then. So if they're... basically, Right, so here's the thing. In order to be an ultimate student at Hope's Peak, you have to be scouted. And I think Trigger Happy Havoc set out the conditions. Obviously, you need that talent, and you also need to be attending high school already. So, the implication of that I always took to mean is that you spend your first year of high school at a different school, then you get scouted, and you spend the next 2 years of your high school life at Hope's Peak. Right? Because if my knowledge of the Japanese education system is serving me correctly, then obviously senior high school, or just high school, is 3 years, and that's about ages 16 to 18-ish, round about there. So obviously 16 you'd be a first year, roughly. So assuming that they go into Hope's Peak in their second year of high school, then that would make them 17 when they start. So 2 or 3 years on from that, they could be as old as 20 now, these students. Might not even be teenagers anymore.
That long? Peko and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
Full stop. Draw a line under it.
This is a virtual world, and we're virtual avatars. Are you saying we just have to accept that?
Hard as it may be.
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like. So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie.
Yes.
Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
I don't know about that.
So if our brains believe something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
I mean, I could believe, somebody being hypnotized and told that and then genuinely believing it. I don't believe a mark actually appears, but I can believe that they would believe it, with the right psychological conditioning.
Now that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that. In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners.
Is this a fictitious story you're about to tell us, or is this actually something based on real life?
The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood.
Okay, I don't know about this.
That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room, as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room. But in fact, his blood was not being drained. He was just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death.
Okay, so psychological conditioning, kind of.
However, in spite of that, the prisoner still died.
Okay.
As expected of Miss Sonia. Your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
State-sanctioned torture.
If a lie is a believable lie, you're saying it might become the truth?
I mean, we're getting all sort of friggin', what would be the term here? We're getting all social constructivist here. It's all narrative. We repeat it often enough, we start to believe it. Everything is subjective. I don't know. Where
We're
am I going
really
with that? I'm not
just
sure.
connected to machines and stuff. And our consciousness was uploaded into here. So we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
Then the Jabberwock Island we've been living on.
It's not actually the real thing. Because, of course, we found lots of evidence early in the game to suggest that something wasn't right with it. I think the bridges, for a start, are not supposed to be there. And there's supposed to be a big island, not a big island, a big building on the centre island.
Of course, that's also a virtual world.
And there's the fact that, you know, a lot of the urban areas of the islands are not populated. There's nobody there. Oh, there we are. See, it's all appearing. I mean, then again, the lack of population.
That sea, that beach, the buildings, everything. It's all a virtual world created by the Neo World program.
I was going to say for a second then, I mean, the lack of population could be down to tragedy, but then again, no, it's a virtual world, so that doesn't matter.
It's just like this space we're in right now. What we see before us is a virtual environment created by the program. It looks real because our brains think it's real.
Oh, that's why, in the end. Oh, what's going on? Big... Oh... Oh, it's spooky. Alright, we're all just a creation. That be the truth. Whoa. That changed. The truth be, it were all just a lie. That be the world's truth.
If everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
Who cares if it's a lie?
Hey, what are you getting at?
I mean, if this is really a game world, everything that happened here took place inside the game, right?
Are you going to ask about your classmates?
Then that must mean...
Yes. The killer question, pun intended.
That's right. The killings we were forced to commit were part of some silly game.
So does that mean they're not dead, or what, exactly?
Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the real world.
I get the feeling it's not going to be that straightforward, though.
Oh yeah. Just because they died in the virtual world doesn't mean they died in real life.
Well, I don't know.
So... You are saying everyone is still alive?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
I don't know about that.
What's so funny?
They are probably dead.
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
Don't tell me. You mean...
The Neo World program isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality. And speaking of that reality, if a player's avatar experiences death,
Yeah, it's going in that direction, isn't it?
their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too!
What?
So they're effectively dead.
Then, everyone who died...
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so I can't say it's a true death, but that's why it's actually crueler instead. All that's left of them are empty husks.
Ugh.
Are you saying they will never awaken again?
What the fuck?
These games are so delightfully messed up.
What the fuck?
Well, nobody's gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to, right?
What game? That's not what we risked our lives for.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing you to play this game.
Yes, but you're the one who came and corrupted it. Or indeed... had a thought. Remember the cutscene with Nagito? on the ship or whatever it was, talking to someone, and we're not sure who it was. Somebody who... an infiltrator, maybe?
Future Foundation? The people from the Future Foundation made us play this sick game? Everything was their doing?
Then... Monomi and Chiaki were...
No.
They betrayed the Future Foundation to protect us. And then... we were taken out.
I see. So our real enemy is the Future Foundation!
So is this what Monokuma's trying to do? Keep us back on the path to despair? The Future Foundation is our real enemy. Hajime, don't take that. Be that it? Be that really it? Oh. Oh my god, listen to this 8-bit version of the debate music. Academy's founder, Hope Cultivation Plan. Okay. Let's just listen to what they have to say.
The Neo World program was developed by... the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation! I mean, a group that would make a killing game. There's no way they're good guys!
Then the Future Foundation is... truly an organization of evil!
Who be our enemy? Is it the Future Foundation? Right.
The Neo World program was developed by...
these guys?
the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped it's all the Future...
And the enemy is the... I mean, a group... There's no way they're...
Then the Future truly an organization of evil!
No, not that one. Does it sound you agree the Future Foundation is an org? No. I only had concrete evidence that would help prove that. Maybe it's something Akane said?
Crap! The Neo World program was developed... the Future Foundation...
The ones who trapped us, it's all the Future Foundation's...
And the enemy is the Future I mean, a group that would make a killing game. There's no way they're good...
Then the Future truly an organization of evil!
Let me just try it, hold on.
The Neo World the Future
The ones who trapped it's all the Future
And the enemy is the Future I mean, a group that would make a killing game.
No. So that's killing it, that's what we're forced to do. This is going to be a tricky one, everyone.
The Neo World program was developed by... the Future Foundation, right?
The one...
Hold on, let's just have a look at the old thingy bobbers. It could be this one, Neo World Program. It says created by the Future Foundation. That 8-bit music, though, in the background.
It's all the Future
And the enemy is the Future I mean, a group that would make... There's no way they're...
Then the Future truly an organization of evil!
No, that doesn't agree with that one. We don't have evidence that they are an organisation of evil, though. Concrete evidence that would help prove that. Hold on.
The Neo World program was developed by... the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here.
Do I have to lift a statement?
It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation! I mean, a group that would make a killing game. There's no way they're good guys!
Then the Future truly an organization of evil!
Can I not lift that? Oh, I can't lift that, apparently. Is it the Future Foundation? I feel like it's the Remnants of Despair.
The Neo World program was developed by... the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future...
And the enemy is the Future... I mean, a group that would make a killing game.
It's not that. Okay. Right, I may have to jump cut here, everyone, so see you in a second.
Crap! The Neo World program was developed by... the Future
The ones who trapped... It's all the Future Foundation.
And the enemy is the Future Foundation. I mean, a group that would...
No, that's wrong!
Okay. Finally got it. Okay, I was there for a good 10 minutes there.
Originally, in the world created by the Neo World program, a concept like violence never existed.
Oh. Did it say that on the truth bullet? Hold on. As it says, blah blah blah, if it was impossible to undo trauma, creating hope. Oh, but it became filled with death and violence after the virus infected it. Okay. Damn it, I should have checked the bloody truth bullet. Yeah, I'm an idiot. See, I fuck up, okay? It's evening, everybody. I have an excuse. I've been at work during the day. Okay. And I suppose also, if you remember back to the start of the game, when it began, before Monokuma showed up, now that I think about it, Usami was quite clear no violence on this island.
Then, why is there killing going on?
The virus that invaded this program is forcing us to kill each other.
Could it be that virus is?
You?
You're right. Until Monokuma appeared,
Ah, fuck.
this island was giving off a really peaceful vibe.
Get rid of that friggin' YouTube notification. Fuck!
Yeah.
Stop giving me
Didn't
YouTube
get weird until
notifications.
Usami was remodeled as Monami.
Okay, I don't know if you'll have seen that on the screen, I doubt you will, but you'll have probably heard their little ding sound as they came up.
Monami, what sort of role did such a lost girl like her have in this world?
If you're referring to her role, I'm guessing you mean teacher observer?
Hey, don't change the subject!
But that's also something we need to clear up. Monami or Usami's role, Shan's world was a magical girl, observer.
I see!
Here we are.
She was the observer of the Neo World program. Isn't that right?
Ooh boy. As usual, I'm kicking myself for not getting that non-stop debate sooner. Because the thing is, like I said, I spent a good 10 minutes on that, and I did fail it at one point. I ran out of time. But you know, sometimes it results in guesswork, and sometimes it's just the fact that I don't read them fast enough, or I forget.
That's right! She was an NPC that was assigned the role of observer.
NPC? What's that?
Non-player character. A character that's not controlled by a person. It's different from avatars like us.
Basically, you lot. From where I'm sat, at least.
Monami's existence was created entirely by the program, just to monitor the 15 of you.
So Chiaki...
Please wait!
Yeah.
Did you just say 15 people?
So Chiaki, not a real person then?
You've forgotten how to count. We're 16 people in total.
He was probably excluding the other observer.
Huh? Another observer?
I heard the Future Foundation's other observer has to be referring to that person. Chiaki.
I see! Aside from the 15 participants, there were 2 observers in the Neo World program.
Just sip of water whilst I'm at it. Got my bottle here.
One of them was Monami, and the other one was...
Just in case my throat starts packing in again.
Could it have been Chiaki?
Yeah, you're right.
You're saying Chiaki was an NPC?
So you're saying she was just a program? And she didn't actually exist in real life?
Sorry, just knocked my microphone again. Just to bump it back up so you can hear me. Fine. Yeah, so this is the killer question here. What I'm wondering. Did she actually exist?
Then, she wasn't human?
She didn't exist at all. Not human.
No, that's not it. Chiaki was really alive. Even if she was a virtual existence, she was really alive. Did you forget? She saved our lives, you know?
Oh, don't get carried away, Hajime. Stay calm.
Don't get all mushy towards a game character!
Shut up!
Plus, she wasn't just a little game character, she was a lackey for the detestable World Ender.
World Ender.
Now that you mention it, you referred to the Future Foundation by that name before.
That just means it was all a bluff, right? So we think that the Future Foundation was our enemy.
Do not joke about the world ending.
Yes, do not.
No, there's no doubt that the Future Foundation is also World Ender. At least for those of us here.
Do you mean in the sense that Makoto wants to come here and shut down this world? Do you mean that in the sense that like that email to him, to Makoto said, the remnants of despair are supposed to be killed. So, you know, ending their worlds in a kind of metaphorical sense. Arr, for everyone who's here.
Hey, what do you mean, those of us here? Why are you lumping us with you?
It's just a bluff.
Monokuma, what exactly are you? Why don't you just show us your true self already?
Still that question. Who's controlling Monokuma?
What, you can't talk?
It is cowardly of you to just ignore us!
Before I reveal my true identity to you guys, it appears the main cast has finally arrived.
Oh my god, is it the people from the last game? Arr.
Main cast?
Speaking of which, this guy is a member of World Ender.
What? World Ender?
Oh my god, he's here. It's Makoto, isn't it? Oh, fuck my phone. 1 second, everybody. Okay. Well, that just cut across that scene just then. I mean, you didn't miss anything. Basically, Makoto showed up and said what you see on the screen there. So, you know what? I'll voice. I'll go back to my old Makoto voice. It's not Future Foundation's fault. Rather, fault lies
with you guys.
Wow, just come out and say it, why don't you?
All right, I was waiting for you, Makoto. You finally arrived.
Arr, Makoto. Oh, he's not letting me go ahead. He wants me to look at him. Well, so he finally appeared?
My name is Makoto Naegi. Like you, I'm also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy. And right now, I'm a member of the Future Foundation.
You are from the Future Foundation?
Why did someone like you suddenly show up?
I got it. You came to save us, right? Then hurry up and save us! Hey, what happened?
Arr, what is this? Isn't he acting a bit strange? This guy's attitude is as if, arr, he's being cautious of us. I think there's a reason for that. They're the remnants of despair.
Of course, I don't mind rescuing you guys. But before that, you all need to fully accept the situation you're in.
Arr, the situation we're in.
Why do you think the Future Foundation decided to put you guys into the Neo World program?
Who cares? Hurry up and get us out of here!
The Neo World program has another name. The Hope Restoration Program.
Okay. So is this confirmation of what I've suspected? The purpose is to replace despair with hope. To undo the damage caused by Junko. Our Hope Restoration Program.
By now, you should understand your true identities.
Oh boy.
Huh? Our true identities?
Oh boy.
Aren't we the 15 survivors of Hope's Peak Academy who were rescued by the Future Foundation?
You're the remnants of despair, aren't you?
Before you arrived here, Monokuma should have shown you guys some clues. Put them all together and try thinking about it.
Arr, put it together and think. Oh, is it logic dive time? I think it is. Gosh. My life's not too bad down there, as long as I don't crash into anything or fall off, I should be okay. Let's pick up some speed here. Oh, don't crash. Oh, slow down. Oh, okay, don't. Okay, let's just try and avoid the speed up boosts, because they're going to fucking be the death of me if I'm not careful. Okay, no. Yeah, see my hair. No. Gotta take it carefully. There's a lot of these fucking things we have to get through first before we get to the bloody question. Okay, question 1. Who are the 15 survivors of Hope's Peak Academy? Hajime and the others, yeah. Alright? So we stay on this track. Yes, that's correct. Good. Okay, onward a bit further then. Don't use the boost pads that probably fuck me over. Oh god, I have no choice. Have to use the booster pads, yeah. Oh, don't hit me with the reds. Right, there we go. Ooh. Just take it slowly now. Ooh, these bloody obstacles. So if it puts a one straight in my path at the end of that, I won't be happy. Oh, what? I have to manually fucking jump? Come on now. Not be like that, seriously. You're kidding me? There we go. Slow down. Question 2. Who are the remnants of despair? Makoto and the others, Hajime and the others, or Monokuma. It's going to be these guys. It's Hajime and the others, isn't it? They are one and the same. Yep. According to that, yes it is. Oh boy. Not good. So we are technically the bad guys, in a manner of speaking. Okay, just keep going. Jump. There we are. Get me to the third question, please. And yes, there we are. Okay, those blue ramps automatically jump me. Problem is that because my recording session's so few and far between, I end up forgetting things. Why were Hajime and the others put into the Neo World program? To fill them with despair or to recover? I think to recover from everything we've seen. It's got to be, right? Yes. All confirmed, everyone. Oof. There we are. Right. So is this the confirmation?
It's all coming together.
Oh man.
Could it be? The survivors of Hope's Peak Academy and the remnants of Ultimate Despair are...
Yes, both of those phrases refer to you guys.
Ooh, revelations, everybody. The revelations.
That's right. Not only are you guys the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy,
You're also survivors of Ultimate Despair!
We're all Ultimate Despair?
don't be stupid. In the beginning, we took in 15 of you as survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. But upon further investigation, we discovered an unbelievable truth.
That we were allies of
The
Junko.
15 people we acquired were actually the horrifying remnants of despair.
That was us?
What is this ultimate despair?
I remember hearing that they're dangerous guys who are responsible for terrorism, coup d'etats, and wars.
Yes, they're responsible for the tragedy and brought chaos into the world.
Oh boy.
Despair in human form, but utterly devoid of humanity. That's what you guys really are.
Jeez. I thought you were all about hope, Makoto.
The ultimate despairs don't care about principles or morals. They just spread despair everywhere they go. They live solely to torment everything, to burn everything, to kill everything.
We're part of a dangerous group like that?
That's gotta be a lie!
That's right. There's no way. There's no way we're all Ultimate Despair.
Memory removal, though.
Nagito probably did what he did because he managed to learn the unbelievable truth.
Nagito? Why are you bringing him up all of a sudden?
That's why he was giving us all the cold shoulder after the funhouse, isn't it? Because he found out and realised. Because Nagito, here's the thing, right? He was all about the hope. I mean, he was mental, given that, but he believed he was doing everything in the name of hope. So I won't be surprised. He found out we were all actually Ultimate Despair, and that's why he suddenly took a disliking to everyone.
He's the only one who knew this truth before you guys. It was a special prize for clearing the final dead room.
Was it that file that contained all our student profiles? But inside...
Didn't they say there was a page torn out? Something like that? And unfortunately, there don't seem to be any details. Details? Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
No, it used to have profiles from after you entered the school, but Nagito destroyed them before you saw it.
Arr.
Why? Why do you know something like that?
Anyway, it's the absolute truth that the file had profiles about you guys after you entered the school. And after Nagito obtained the file and learned the truth, what did he try to do to you guys?
Nagito learned the truth. What did he try to do to us? Are you telling us to answer that? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Shit, what's the question again? When he learned the truth in the last case, what did Nagito try to do? Well, he did the bomb. He tried to get us all killed. That's what he tried to do. We need an I. We need an L, preferably. Oh, get rid of those. I need an L. I need an L. Oh, there. There we go. So many I's. L, here we go. So he tried to kill us all. That's what he tried to do, obviously with the trial and all that. Because he wanted Chiaki to survive. That's what he wanted. Right, we need an S, preferably, please. Watch out for those. Oh, careful. No. Where is friggin' no. There, yes, give me that. I need an A next, please. Oh, I missed that L. That did not work out as I hoped. Another L, please. Yeah. Oh god. L's, please. Got it. There's so many of them on the board all at once. It's chaos.
He tried to kill everyone except for the traitor.
Because he knew that Chiaki was the only one who was not a student. Who was not one of them.
That's right. After seeing the file, he learned that everyone, including him, was ultimate despair. And he tried to kill everyone except the traitor.
Did Nagito try to kill us because we were ultimate despair?
Yes, because of his love for hope and his hatred toward despair. I sort of understand that feeling.
Don't mess with us. Why do we have to be treated like the bad guys?
There must be some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
I don't need a twist like that.
It might seem unbelievable because you guys only have memories from before you entered the school. But it all happened at Hope's Peak Academy. You were tainted by ultimate despair because at Hope's Peak Academy, you were in contact with her.
Junko.
Her?
The true ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima. She strongly influenced you all during your time at the school. And that's why you became ultimate despair. In order to remove that influence, you've been placed into the Hope Restoration Program.
Yes.
Is that why you took away our school memories?
The reason you're able to act like your normal selves is because you're within the Neo World program. But your true bodies in the real world are different.
You're older, I'm guessing.
In the real world, you're part of a group that cruelly destroyed your family, friends, and even your own body.
And that too, yeah. Even your own body. Is that the thing with Nagito? With the hand? That was weird, that was.
Family, friends, and our own bodies? Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
He's right. There's no way we do something like that.
Don't turn away from the truth.
That was quite an output. It was there. I saw his hand. Jesus, what just happened there? What was that just now? A memory? But that person, that was Nagito, right? Huh. Wait a minute. That was a memory? That was Hajime's memory. Does that mean the person Nagito was talking to on the ship was Hajime? What? Vision of Nagito has been added to the Truth Bullet section. Oh, that's weird.
It
Okay.
appears you've remembered a little.
Arr.
Now, face what you've done. And from there, you will finally take your first steps on the path to hope.
Right, okay. What's the deal here then? Vision of Nagito's in there. Do you reckon it'll be significant? Let's see.
There's obviously some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
Because you're all ultimate despair. You killed your friends and family. And you even destroyed your own bodies.
Is it this? Yes.
That must be it.
That was obvious, that was. So what is the deal with Nagito in the hand?
If that memory I felt was actually a memory from the real world, what Nagito did was
God, it's so weird.
he cut off his own arm and transplanted a woman's arm?
Not just any woman's arm. It was the late Junko and Oshima's arm.
It gets more and more messed up.
What did you say?
He probably thought that by becoming one with Junko and Oshima, he could make her survive within him.
I don't get this at all.
The ultimate despairs defy understanding. They have no problem severing their own limbs.
At the end of the day, it's obviously not a kind of rational or logical ideology. So I suppose, yes, it does defy understanding.
I am terribly sorry. I do not feel so well. Where's the bathroom?
It's just a game anyway, so why don't you just let it out? I'm pretty sure a select few would demand that.
Ugh. Whoa, no. No, let's not go there.
It's too soon to feel sick. That's not even the worst thing the ultimate despairs have done.
Ugh.
Some wasted away to skin and bones through continuous fasting in order to reach the despair of starvation.
Jesus.
Others gave their own families to Junko just to perform killing experiments on them. Not just that. After Junko's death, they slaughtered countless people by forcing them to commit suicide.
I mean, that picture on the left doesn't look so much like suicide as it does just like a mass shooting, but okay.
One person even implanted one of Junko's eyes into their own socket. Perhaps they wanted to see her despair? And not just that. Some even tried to have children with Junko's dead body.
Okay, lovely. Of all the things, necrophilia was not what I was expecting, but whatever.
Just stop!
Wow, he said it before the text had even come up.
That's just a bullshit story. That's obviously bullshit!
So you feel despair toward yourselves in the real world. I understand that feeling. But there's no need to worry. If you just advance toward the hope I provide, you'll definitely be saved.
Save? You'll save us?
Of course. That's my purpose, after all. That's why the Neo World program was created, too.
You put us inside this program so that you can save us?
Essentially, your cohabitation inside the Neo World program was just a simulation. If we remove the memories of your time at Hope's Peak Academy, would it also remove your ultimate despair?
So you're saying this was like a test?
I guess I can say that the test was a success. Even though it deviated greatly from the original plan of graduating after gathering the Hope fragments. Nevertheless, you guys were able to overcome your unexpected trials and make your way here.
I mean, I don't know if I could call it a success, considering that an absolute mass of the class are now basically dead. Assuming Monokuma's telling the truth about how the system works.
That's why. All you need to do is choose graduate.
Wait a minute.
If we do that, we can get out of here?
Hold on a sec. Is that... I thought... Makoto said there was a forced shutdown sequence he was going to try and use. But... is that the same thing as the graduate button? Button? What am I saying?
However, if you graduate from here, your school memories will never return.
Arr.
If you choose to graduate, and the observer determines that there are no problems, you will complete the Hope Restoration Program, and your avatar will be uploaded into your real body.
Uploaded?
It means by uploading our avatar's memories into our bodies, we're also forcibly erasing our past selves. That's why it's called the Hope Restoration Program. So that is the Neo World Program.
Hey, what happens to the people whose avatars died?
If an avatar that needs to be uploaded has been deleted, there's nothing we can do.
So you're saying they'll never wake up?
God damn it! Damn fucking shit!
Please take a look at this flipbook for a quick rundown of your options.
Okay, this conveniently prepared pamphlet. Go ahead. You guys, those who died.
If you choose graduate, it'll transfer your in-game memories, but your school memories will be gone forever.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the people who have already died will not be able to wake up.
Just a thought. What will happen if we do not choose to graduate?
You'll just have to continue living your tropical life.
Hey, why you gotta ask something like that?
Well, even if we wake up in the real world, we are all rather messed up, right? If that is the case, then maybe staying on this island is...
This feels similar to a situation we've been in before in Trigger Happy Havoc in the final trial there, where Monokuma, or rather Junko, was trying to convince Makoto and company to stay in the school. Is there a ploy at work here?
What are you saying? Haven't we been working this hard just to escape from here?
You don't have to force yourself to return to a painful reality. Let's just play this game forever and ever!
That's what Monokuma wants, isn't it?
Don't be ridiculous! If I stay in this screwed up world any longer, I'm seriously gonna snap!
But still, is it really okay to sacrifice the others just to save ourselves?
You're asking that now? If we don't get out of here now, then what was everything we've done up till now even for?
You're right. We've been trying desperately to survive until we can finally leave this place. If we don't get out of here now, all the deaths we've endured will be in vain. I know this, but... something's not right. Yeah. So we've been given two options here, but what about this forced shutdown sequence that was mentioned earlier by Hologram Makoto? How come Monokuma isn't trying to stop us? Is he just going to stay quiet and overlook us getting out of this game world? Then everything Monokuma did will be pointless too. Not only that, is it really okay for us to believe him? Should we... Oh, no. No, 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 no. Please tell me I can save. Oh, I can save. Oh, okay. We're faced with a choice, everyone. I'm having flashbacks to the choice in Trigger Happy Havoc. The one in the... which trial was it? It was the 5th one, wasn't it? Do you call Kyoko out on her lie or not? You remember that, everyone? Okay. Right. And I'm back. Sorry about the jump cut there. I just went to the toilet very, very quickly. Because I needed to go. All that water. Okay, what's the choice we're going to make here? I feel like there's a ploy at work. I feel like we're being taken for a freaking ride here by Monokuma, probably. Dot dot dot.
I see!
Okay.
Right. Can we have some time to decide?
Okay, was that a good sign? Is that a sign that I made the right choice? I mean, we made a save file, so we can always come back, if need be.
Did you get scared like Sonia?
No, it's not that. Don't you think this is a little strange?
Strange? You still don't understand?
Just a second, everybody. I'm also a bit hungry. Got myself a little piece of flapjack, so apologies if you can hear me chomping away in the background. But, you know what? Thought I'd have it. Just one little piece of flapjack remaining in a box I have in my kitchen. So, ignore me as I eat this whilst I, have my refreshments.
Normally, ultimate despairs like you guys would just be abandoned. But I'm telling you, I'm here to help. You should be thankful for how open-minded the Future Foundation is.
Makoto, what has happened to you?
It was a very odd statement from Makoto from what I remember of his character in the last game. Oh, you should be thankful. It does seem like a very un-Makoto thing to say.
Just listen to the Future Foundation. The Future Foundation is the world's hope, you know?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
I knew it. As I thought. There's something wrong with you.
Oh? I'm sorry? Email to Makoto, that one's in here for some reason. Okay, let's hear what they have to say.
I said I'm going to save you guys. Why aren't you listening to me?
Let's do what he says and get out of here. I mean, the Future Foundation's the good guys, right?
And apparently we are actually the bad guys.
It's fine to trust him, right?
The Future Foundation is the world's hope. No one can defy the Future Foundation.
It's foolish to even think about it.
Okay. Hajime, there's something wrong with them.
I said I'm going to save you guys. Why aren't you listening to me?
Let's do what he says and get out. I mean, the Future Foundation's the good guys, right?
Oh, that's a consent one, what am I doing? It's all the virus's fault and the Future Foundation's trying to stop it, that's what's really important, there's nothing more important than that. Okay, hold on, let me just think about it.
I said I'm going. Why aren't you listening to me?
Let's do what he says and get out. I mean, the Future Foundation.
And apparently we are actually the bad guys.
I mean, we could potentially consent to that, but okay.
Crap!
No, hold on. Has to be something that
I
contradicts.
said I'm going to. Why aren't you
Let's do what he said. I mean, the Future Foundation.
And apparently we are.
It's fine to trust him, right?
The Future Foundation is the world's hope. No one can defy the Future Foundation.
You did
No,
defy
that's
the Future
wrong.
Foundation, though, didn't you? Of course. The email.
Hold on. Did you say it's foolish to defy the Future Foundation?
It literally came to me in that 1 second then as I saw it come up. I realised, of course, the email. Because it didn't say in the email that Makoto, whoever sent the email was basically like, what are you doing? You can't do this with the Ultimate Despair, guys. What the hell?
Then how do you
It's
explain your
treason.
actions?
My actions?
I saw it. The email that the Future Foundation sent to you.
To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? There you go. Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and helped you recover your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of hope-filled future.
In that email, Makoto Naegi defied the Future Foundation to protect the remnants of despair, which clearly contradicts what this person is saying.
Oh,
Is that email for real? The Future Foundation tried to kill us?
Hold on! We'll deal with that later. Hey, Monokuma. Those clues we found were all real, right?
Yes!
gasp! That's not the only contradiction. What this Makoto person is saying also contradicts what we've already been told. Essentially, I cannot guarantee that there are no issues with program. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure whether or not to run program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you. I wanted to protect you. To me, those words seem much more real. If so, the person in front of us is... a fabrication?
Tell me, Mikoto Naegi, who are you?
Who is he? Simply put, he's Makoto Naegi, who's known for being a cutie patootie!
A cutie patootie? First time I've heard that one.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking...
You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me some proof!
Right, you're getting all uppity about this, so yeah, there's definitely a ploy at work here. Oh, damn it, he's trying to interfere, then. To prove whether that Makoto Naegi's real or not, I'm going to shove that in his face. Huh. Panic talk action. Oh god, it's this one,
I
right.
can't hear you!
Got it.
Better luck next time! What do you want? Punishment is waiting for you! You're getting all riled up!
Got it. There.
What are you even talking about? Enough already! That's impossible!
God, it's so fast.
Proof!
God, I'm missing some of
Are
these.
you sure about this? I'm not listening!
Oh god.
Are you sure about this?
Ah!
What are you even talking about? I can't hear you! Better
done
luck
it.
next time!
God, just come back. Ah.
What do you want?
Why is it so fast?
Punishment is waiting
Alright,
for
okay.
you, insolent fool! If you're saying he's not
1-0.
Makoto, then show me some proof!
3-7. There we go. Got him with it. I knew it was going to come to that one. I didn't say anything, but there's a reason that one's in the truth
Mikoto
bullets.
Naegi, if that's who you really are, then tell me this. Why did you make the password to Nezumi Castle 11037?
I mean, I feel like this is something that... Actually, I suppose it depends on who's controlling Monokuma. I was about to say Monokuma surely would know the significance of 11037 from the last game, but then again, that was because he was being controlled by Junko, and Junko is dead. So presumably whoever's controlling Monokuma right now might not know this. Okay, right, yeah.
What was that again?
You can't answer?
That's weird. Wait, where'd you find that out?
Who cares? So how about it? Can you even answer?
Oh?
Oh man, I've been found out.
Found out. Then you're...
Oh.
How disappointing! And I thought I was on the right track!
He's not the real Makoto, it's Monokuma. It's a fabrication. And there he goes, just like that.
Disappeared? Hey! That guy disappeared!
Why are you surprised? It's a computer program, so anything's possible, right?
Then, that was just the work of Monokuma?
Aw, you found out I was faking! This is so embarrassing! I just want to kill myself!
What are you doing? Why'd you show us a fake member of the Future Foundation?
Whoa, God, there's a bit of a weird lag spike then.
That fake was trying to get us out to the real world. Then that's your plan? Is that where your trap is?
Man, they saw right through me! I may as well be invisible.
A trap? What kind of trap did you set?
Hey, if you know what's good for you, you better hurry the hell up and confess. I'll beat you half to death if you tell us now. But if you don't spit it out soon, I'm just gonna kill ya!
Just kill him right now! Then this nightmare can finally end!
Violence is not allowed! This isn't that kind of game! It's a much smarter game, right?
Okay.
What game? This game is already over!
This game is over?
Nah, of course it isn't.
No! I'm not gonna let you finish yet! There's no way this can end before I've even transformed!
Transformed?
Transform?
A transformation is customary in a final boss battle, right? You know, like that one role-playing game?
You're gonna reach your final form.
You know what game I'm talking about. Final...
Don't say it!
Now then, allow me to show you. I'll skip the second
There it
and
is.
third forms and go straight to my final form!
Yay!
You better not be bluffing. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you and pull all your stuffing out!
Is he gonna reveal who's controlling him? Jeez. I think I may have clicked away too early from that scene, but never mind. I thought it had finished, but apparently not. Arr, what? I have a bad feeling about this, arr. Like the inside of my brain is burning, sizzling. A really, really bad feeling, arr. Oh boy.
Now then, make sure you burn this ginormous despair you're about to see into your memories!
A little squeak at the end. Nope.
I'm gonna die!
What? What is... What? 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 But... No. But she's dead! Unless... this is just like a... AI version of her? Oh my god!
What? What's going on?
Am I hallucinating?
So is this the true nature of the virus?
I know anything goes here, but this is clearly not fucking okay!
I love the hymn music in the background, it's perfect for this moment.
I see. So that's your reaction to seeing an extra-large high school girl.
Oh boy. So you're controlling Monokuma? The virus is the controlling Monokuma? The Junko virus? Is that what's going on here? Have I understood this correctly?
But are they really that big? Don't you think they're pretty small?
No. Let's not go there right now.
She's huge! She's way too huge!
But the final boss in a certain action game is much bigger. You know, that game. Kniferella.
Kniferella.
Said it anyway.
Oh, for God's sake, what?
I see. An estimated bust size of 15 meters, huh? My boobs are hopelessly huge.
That was quite the close-up shot we just had then.
Hey, want me to squish you in between them? Big boobs feel good, you know.
I mean, in other circumstances, maybe I'd say yes, but right now, I think there's more important things to be worried about.
I'd get fucking crushed!
If this was a pandering fan service game full of pretty girls, there'd be a CG close-up of my cleavage. But
don't you worry, because we just had one.
too bad. This isn't a fan service game. Of course, since it's not an action game either. You won't even get to experience the refreshing sensation of battling an enormous final boss.
Oh, woe betide us.
So fucking hopeless!
Oh gosh, I forgot about this. The switching between personalities. Yes. I remember that one.
This is Monokuma's true identity?
We have to deal with this thing?
I'm shocked you'd call me this thing. Oh, you're so mean.
I remember that one as well.
Is it just me, or did her personality change?
Where's the queen personality, the one with the crown? Peasants.
I get easily bored of my personality. Like, I already got bored of my personality who gets easily bored. And that's when Fuyuhiko would say, "It's too damn soon to say you got bored, right?"
Wait, what?
You were about to say that, weren't you?
I have plenty of data on you guys, so it's so easy for me to know what you're all thinking.
You are not bored at all.
I got bored of getting bored. Jeez. Even when I'm dead, I still get bored. This sucks.
I remember that personality. Okay, so she's making reference to the fact that she's dead. So this can't be the real Junko, right? Is it what I think it is? Is it basically a kind of AI version of her? Is that what's going on here? Or even when you're dead, does that mean... Is this person's true identity Junko?
I see!
Yes.
Are you Junko Enoshima?
Did you say Junko Enoshima? Isn't she dead?
It's true. I did end up dying the last time. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to go so fast. I couldn't help it, you know? It was my first time.
We're getting all the innuendos here.
Jeez, stupid. You're the one who made me go.
Let me go.
And why is someone who died here right now?
It's a virtual reality. She's not real. She's an AI or something, isn't she?
Do you guys know about an artificial intelligence called alter ego?
You've got your own version, haven't you?
Exuberance! We are now an AI!
There it is.
We have transcended humanity!
There's the queenly one. That was my favourite of her personalities from the last game. Okay, so she is an AI, right? That's what she's done. She's mimicked alter ego. She's well... Did she create it, or the original Junko create an AI version of herself which now is here? Or did someone else do it? I don't know.
What AI? Stop saying all this crazy bullshit!
You see, my personality is like this because I'm the type who dies easily, right? That's why I made my own AI program while I was still alive.
There you go, the answer to that question I just asked.
And then someone uploaded me into this Neo World program. And that's how Alter Ego Junko hopelessly appeared in front of you guys.
That'd be insane. This insane bitch is it, Junko Enoshima. What a swab. She's responsible for everything. The destruction of Oak's Peak Academy, the destruction of the world, and worst of all, she failed to swab the Dekami ship properly. The worst crime, everyone. The one who took over the Neo World program and forced us to kill each other. It was all this here bitch is doing. Even so, what am I supposed to do? Even if we know she's Junko Enoshima.
Don't get cautious and think stuff like, what can we do? I mean, we're all ultimate despair here. Each and every one of our classmates looked at us like we're a bunch of loogies on the side of the road.
Loogies? Loogies? Fuck, that's a term I've not heard since I was a bloody kid. Fucking hell. I mean, assuming that... Obviously this is a Japanese game, so assuming they're using that term in the sense that I think they're using it in, the same sense that we used to use it in when we were kids. Bloody hell. Takes me back.
So, let's all be friends!
Hell no!
Man, they hate me. And I was thinking of you guys when I tampered with the graduation program. But they still hate me.
Tampered with the graduation program?
Remember what that fake Makoto said earlier? About what happens to you when you graduate, right? I feel like you guys weren't getting a big enough reward for graduating. So, I decided to modify what happens so it's something exciting and unique. Just like a game.
Oh. What are you doing now?
Uploading your game memories into your real bodies is fine, but letting your friends stay dead just sucks. That's why I decided to resurrect them. This is the new graduation program I'm offering.
How does that work?
Resurrect?
No, I don't trust that. It's a ploy. There's still a ploy game going on at work here.
Hey, are you serious? Can you really do that?
It was like real hard, you know?
What's this personality? I don't remember this one.
The graduation program is the core part of this game, so it was protected with a lot of encrypted codes.
Jesus, two front teeth. I like that one.
It took me a long time. I felt so much despair about how useless I am. Well, one advantage of being an AI is that I got smarter with computers. Before that, every time a computer froze, I used to put it in the microwave and nuke it.
Show of hands, class. How long do you think it took for me to modify it?
That's one from the last game. I'm just playing, you know, how many personalities do I recognize?
Who cares about that? Are you serious when you say that everyone who died will come back to life?
Yeah, I don't know whether to believe that or not. I don't think I do. I'm skeptical.
Did you forget? You gotta answer questions to progress the story. That's the rule of this game, right?
I mean, how would it work?
By the way, I'll give you a clue. You guys were always watching time slip away at a certain place.
So you're not gonna tell us until we answer that?
We're completely at our mercy. But if we can't progress unless we answer, we have no choice but to answer. How long it took for Junko and Hajime to modify the graduation program? She said we were watching how long it took. If so, the certain place we were watching that was... Jabberwock Park? With the timer? I thought that was...
I see!
No, yeah.
The countdown at Jabberwock Park. That's the only place we can think of. That's the only place we consistently watch that has anything to do with time.
Then that countdown represented the time that was needed to modify the program.
Okay.
How brilliantly wrong!
Oh.
You're totally wrong about that tricky timer.
Care to explain?
Wrong? Then what was it?
How should I put this? I was just goofing around. I mean, isn't stuff you don't understand exciting even though you don't get it? It's kind of like superhero cosplayers, or someone else's designs of alien life and stuff, right?
Right.
It was just for show?
I mean, I admire a good cosplay as much as the next person.
In the end, it was meaningless. Does that fill you with despair? Like getting booted from a game server?
Not really. Getting booted from a game server just fills me with momentary frustration. Then I get over it.
You know those murder mysteries where the culprit is really the detective who's investigating the murder? Well, I'm so over predictable crap like that. Just what did you expect at this stage of the game?
She's seriously messed up.
Nudge my microphone back into position.
Well, in a way, the countdown implied I was on a mission. Did you ever make up your own silly rules, like don't step off the white line when you cross the road? I was testing myself to see if I could get you guys into the graduation program before the timer reached 0.
Enough! Please stop!
Don't be so disappointed. It's totally true. I had a hard time manipulating the program. While you guys were at the beach making wrinkly dog faces, I was working so hard on my own, you know?
Wrinkly dog faces. Interesting.
Hey, enough with this pointless crap! Are you seriously going to resurrect everyone who died?
How's that going to work? It's got to be a ploy.
Like I said, it's easy. It's just a game after all.
Just a game?
Yeah. Each and everything that happened in this world was just an event within the game. There's no way anything that occurred in the game could affect the real world.
I don't know whether to believe you or not.
What you're saying now is completely different from what you said before. You said whether or not it's a lie. The moment you feel something is real, it becomes real.
The game where you throw my words back at me is over, so you don't really have to worry about it.
Fine. I won't worry about it.
Hey!
Who fucking cares about logic? As long as everyone who died comes back to life, that's good enough.
Oh, buddy, no. Watch what you're doing. I don't think this is
But
a good idea.
if we do not understand the principles behind it, then we do not even know if it is really possible.
Yes, let's bring some logic in here, Sonia.
Anything goes in this world. You've seen that happen so many times already, right?
Yeah, but it's also what goes on in the real world.
Well, if a high school girl can get huge, then it's not crazy if the dead can come back to life, right?
Yeah, in this world, maybe. Not in the real one.
If she's saying that's how she tampered with a computer program, how are we supposed to respond to that?
That's right. That's why you should finish this game and go back to living a normal life in the real world.
If we go back, what do you get out of it?
Good question.
What benefit do you get by making us return to the real world? As long as we don't know what it is.
Man, so annoying. You're so petty. It's not like you're a housewife living on a tight budget.
That's an interesting analogy, okay?
All I want is to put on this graduation performance in a more dramatic way. Well, if you doubt me, you don't have to go back. Is that what you want? Not to go back?
Oh, hold on a sec. We're obviously going to get out of here. If it'll bring our dead friends back, it's all we can do.
Of course! We've been working toward that goal for, like, forever!
Oh god. I really get the feeling there's a trap here that's being set. Go this way this time. Let's go. Oh no. How did the dinosaurs survive that friggin'? Oh god. Run, 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 run. He's coming. Lighter, this way. Oh, what the? Oh no, that's the way. Lighter, this way. Oh my god, there's a load of flipping dead bodies here. Oh my god! Run, 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 run! Go on, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it! Ah! Holy crap! Jesus! Whoa, whoa, whoa!